Taylor Ann from Little Creative Life, and I'm just here to share some new junk journals I made with you. I made some kind of spooky vintage ones, getting ready for Halloween. These are standard traveler's notebook insert sized, and then I also made two kind of art journals. These were kind of like out of the norm for me, but I made one that's insert traveler notebook insert size, and then I also made one that is 6x6. So I'll share these maybe at the end just because they're a little bit different. I don't know, they're so much fun though, and I really enjoyed making them. But I'll share kind of the spooky vintage ones. So these are kind of Halloween-ish, and I have 4 of them. So like I said, they're just standard traveler's notebook size. They'll fit in to your covers, and they're not too thick, but they definitely have character. There's like trim and embellishments on the cover, and I've just named them after a little cupcake topper. So this will come with it, but this is just how I've named it. So I have, oh my goodness, the 4 journals: Ghost, Skeleton, Bat, and Witch, and I'll just kind of flip through them. They're all very similar. I use all the same pages. This is an image from an Alfred Hitchcock book, and oh, I lost my ghost. Most of them have, or all of them have them in the front. And if I put a pocket there, it's a clear pocket, so you can take this stuff out and still see the image, and it's kind of cool, and they're like spooky-ish. And some scrapbooking paper, vintage paper, I don't know, just a lot of random assortment of stuff. Vintage papers like a monster sketchbook, handmade paper. It says book text from the Alfred Hitchcock story, little, what is it, tuck pocket, but lots of journaling, and there's a big pocket on the top. You can see a big pocket on the top. This is from an Edgar Allan Poe story, so you can have the story there. There's skulls and envelopes. Like I said, this is the Ghost, and it has 25 pages, 6 pockets. Here's another pocket. And then it has 18 tags. Eyeball. There's like some decoration, but there's not a lot. I did add some distressing, so it looks kind of old and vintage and kind of spooky. Some Halloween stuff, and lots of like vintage stuff, and just cute little things. So that is our Ghost. There will be pictures of all of the journals on Etsy if you want to check it out, and they will be released, I'm going to say tomorrow morning, so Saturday, September 1st. And I have a newsletter going out very early Saturday morning, so you'll probably wake up to it in your inbox, and it will have a additional coupon code if you want to sign up for that. Plus, I'm also having free shipping through Labor Day on Etsy, so if you want one of these journals or anything in the shop, let me know. Go check it out, because I'm having a pretty big Labor Day sale right now. This is our skeleton. Where's my little notes for skeleton? It has 26 pages. I like the Alfred Hitchcock image on here, like the eyeball and the witch. It's just, there's so much cool stuff going on. But there's 26 pages in the skeleton book. A lot of the same pages. They're in the same order. I kind of had an assembly line going this time when I made this set of journals. So they're all really similar, but they all have their own character. I don't know. This one has 6 pockets. There's skulls and spooky stuff, and 18 different like tags and little things shoved in there. This is our bat. This one, there we go. So this is the bat, and it's got a cute little bat cupcake topper. It has 26 pages. Like I said, this is a clear pocket, so you can take it out and look at the scary image there, or you can cover it up. It doesn't have to be ghosts and scary. It can just be cool kind of landscape trees. So this one has 26 pages. And 7 pockets. There's more of that like monster alien sketchbook handmade paper. I said there's 7 different like little pockets and tuck spots. And it has 19 different little tag or pieces shoved into it. Skulls and Edgar Allan Poe. Skulls and stitching and tags and journaling spots and scrapbooking spots. I really like these little junk journals. They're fun. I love my junk journal, and I love making these for others, so hopefully they can enjoy it just as much. So here's our bat, and then we have the witch. I think the witch is pretty cute with like this, I don't know, it's just beads, but it's cute. So here's our little witch, and she's making her little poison cauldron. The witch has, I think this one's really cute. The witch has 27 pages. They're all the same pages, like I said. It has 7 different like little pockets or little tuck spots throughout. And I think 21 different little tags. I love this bat. So cute. And all the same pages. So much fun. I'm getting really excited for fall and Halloween. I know a lot of people are, so if you want to get like a journal for October daily or just for your fall journaling, these are kind of fun. And all the links will be in the description for if you want to check out one of these cute little traveler's notebook insert Halloween spooky vintage themed journals. I don't know what to call it, but that's what we're calling it. And let me show you the other 2. And these, like I said, were a bit out of my comfort zone, or just not what I had done before. I'll start with this one because it's a standard traveler's notebook insert size like the other ones. It'll fit inside your like Midori covers or Fodori covers, you know, all those. It has 22 pages. So cute. And it's filled with vintage pages and like watercolor pages. That's why I kind of thought of these as art journals, because I included really nice art watercolor paper that you could do some mixed media or watercolor or a little bit more, because sometimes you can't do too much on top of this book text other than collaging or layering or just journaling, but you can't add too many wet mediums because sometimes it will act weird. Just with vintage papers and stuff, you never know what's gonna happen. That's kind of the fun of it. But I did want to include some nice paper if you wanted to do journaling or actual art, like painting art. It has 22 pages and 5 different pockets, and it's filled with 15 different tags. I thought this would be kind of cool if you did some stitching over it, but I thought it would look like messy and imperfect, so I didn't want to do that in case that's not the style of the person who wants this journal, but I think that would look cool on this page. This cute little Lord, he's the same little Lord on the front cover. I added this ribbon trim, and I don't know if you can really tell, but it's kind of got some gold in it, and it looks beautiful. And there's vintage distressing. It's all Mod Podge, so the cover feels nice and sealed, and I just really like the way this cover turned out. And I love that the little Lord is in the center of the book and on the cover, and it's just pretty much the same thing on the back of the signature. Little pockets and tags. I even included a little like purse grocery list book in one of these big pockets, and I left lots of room for journaling and painting and art and just expressing yourself in this journal. And then I kind of thought of it as like a little bit of the art hoe aesthetic because of the like colors and like the vintage and the flowers. So that's what I'm calling these 2 books. These are the art hoe art journaling, junk journaling books, whatever. This one is hand watercolored and like hand drawn, just on some really nice watercolor paper, and then I Mod Podged over it, sealed it, added a napkin, which looks beautiful and adds a little bit of texture, and then I turned it into a book cover. So this one, it has an elastic closure just because the paper that I added, you can kind of see it sandwiches a little bit because I added really nice watercolor paper. So you can do portraits or landscapes or botanicals, scrapbooking, I don't know. I think this book is so beautiful. It is 6 by 6, so it's a different size than I'm used to working with, but it all started with this hand watercolored image, and this is the image that I had, so I cut it down and I made a book cover out of it. Added some stitching and distressing, and like I said, the napkin, and I sewed in some signatures, or a signature of watercolor paper mixed with craft paper. And I sewed trim on the edges of the craft paper, and it just looks so beautiful and romantic. More watercolor paper, and then vintage book text, which I just think looks beautiful next to the beautiful watercolor and the craft with the ribbon. It just all goes together. And it has 9 different little tag things. And this one's kind of floral, vintage, romantic inspired art journal. So beautiful. I won't be sad if this one doesn't sell because I could see doing like really abstract portrait, delicate floral portraits, or florals, botanicals, landscapes in here. I just think it's beautiful. But I can always make myself another one if it does sell. In the back, there's more watercolor paper. I distressed the ones on the front and the back cover, so it will reactivate with water if you watercolor on it, but I didn't distress any of the other pages inside the book, and the elastic closure just kind of goes like this, and that's it. So that's the 2 kind of art journal, junk journals that I made for the September release. I also added some little map squares to my Etsy shop. These are just little bundles of 50, and they're just little map squares that you can use for layering, collaging, scrapbooking. They're miscellaneous. They're from all over, mainly North America, lots from California, but they're from all over the world, and they're really cool. I have rounded edges. They come in little packs of 50. I have square edges, and they're all mixed up. They're perfect for layering and scrapbooking in your traveler's notebooks. And I'll just show you kind of, I have some that I've cut. I haven't put these into bundles yet because I try and mix them up so you get at least 3 different map styles. There's tons in here. I have a huge box of vintage maps, and I've just been going through them, cutting them apart, and I thought I would share some of these collage pieces with you because I've really been enjoying them lately. You can see over on my Instagram, it's been lots of maps. So these are up in the shop. I haven't sorted these yet, so there's a lot of like random stuff, but you can see there's a mixture. There's cities, highways, national parks, just areas. I don't know. There's images on the back because they are actual maps. So these are just fun, and I put these up in the shop if you want to check them out to add to your stash. Yeah, and they're available for free shipping, like I said, through Labor Day. Like I said, these journals will go live early as possible Saturday morning. And like I said, there will be a newsletter sent out Saturday morning as well with a coupon code if you guys want to sign up for that. I will have the links and all this stuff in the description. Also a link to my Etsy if you just want to take some closer looks at it. I will be doing another set of junk journals probably in the next 2 weeks or the next month, depending on how busy I am. That will be more Halloween themed and maybe like bigger, like hardcover books. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys want to see, like what journals you would like to add to your collection or just that you would like to see. Maybe I'll do a series on how I make them as well. I think that would be fun. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hopefully this gave you some inspiration on your junk journals, or just fueled your obsession or your collection of handmade junk journals. I don't know. Bye guys. Thank you.